Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you might know, I've been completely immersed in my Minecraft Superflat Survival world lately. And despite the insane challenges that come with limited resources and structures, I've been absolutely loving it. We've made incredible progress, defying all odds. Just look at what we've accomplished together. We've built this efficient villager breeder, this trusty mob grinder that's been our lifeline, our steady stone farm, this amazing forest creation that brings life to the desolate flatland, our essential iron farm. We've beaten the Ender Dragon, we've secured the highly coveted elytra, and we've amassed this insane amount of extra loot from the end, including over 1.5 stacks of diamonds. Oh, and of course, our automatic wool farm is churning out resources like crazy. It's been an epic journey, and I'm incredibly proud of everything we've built and achieved here. However, I've come to a tough realization. I made a pretty significant mistake while creating this world, one that has actually limited us even more than a Superflat world should. Because I created this world in Minecraft version 1.21, it generated at Y level -60. And due to that, no structures other than villages and strongholds can actually spawn in the overworld. No ruin portals, no outposts, no mineshafts, nothing. So today I'm going to fix that. But sadly, this means I have to make an incredibly difficult decision. We have to lose all of our progress on this world and start new. Yes, you heard that right. We're hitting the reset button. The plan is to restart in a version before 1.18. which will generate the world at Y level 4. It's a small price to pay, but it's for the greater good of the series. Why? Because then we'll finally have access to all those amazing structures that have been missing. We'll find ruined portals, outposts, mine shafts, and most importantly, the brand new trial chambers. And with those comes a whole new world of exploration, challenges, and access to tons of rare, exciting items we simply can't get otherwise. This is a fresh start, a new challenge, and honestly, I think it will make the series even more exciting and diverse. I'm confident I can do everything even better this next time around. Wish me luck on this brand new beginning, and make sure to subscribe to follow the journey from scratch all over again. This is going to be epic, and with that big decision made, there's only one thing left to do. Let's hit the escape button right now, quit out of this world, and restart our journey. Alright, game reopened, and we're now on version 1.17. Time to create our brand new world. We'll call this one Superflat 2.0, a fresh start, a new era. Naturally, we'll select the world type to Superflat, and let's create the world. Now, you might be asking, why specifically 1.17 out of all the versions? Well, there's one incredibly special mob that was added to Minecraft's Superflat generation only in this version, and then sadly removed in the very next update. That's right, it's the adorable Axolotls. They're not exactly a useful mob for getting new resources or beating the game, I'll admit, but they are undeniably cute. And honestly, they're super cool to have around. I definitely want to try and find an axolotl before we eventually update this world to a later version. Sure, it won't help me gather diamonds, but it's a personal goal, and it adds a bit of unique charm to the start of Superflat 2.0. So let's dive into this brand new world. All right, we've just spawned into Superflat 2.0, and right away, I see a village. That's fantastic luck for a fresh start. We need to hurry over there. First things first, let's grab some wood, craft a quick wooden pickaxe, and head straight for one of these villager houses. We'll borrow some stone from their foundations. Perfect. Now we can upgrade to a proper stone pickaxe and get even more stone for the rest of our essential tools. Okay, tools acquired. Now, let's check out this house. There's a chest in here. Ooh. Some potatoes, and an apple. Nice. Early food is always a win. Let's grab those and see what other good stuff this village might have for us. And obviously, we'll be making a quick stop for some iron by taking down their iron golem. That early iron is going to be incredibly useful for a new start. Alright, I've searched pretty much this entire village, and honestly, there's nothing super interesting in the chests. Just a lot of cobblestone and, well, villagers themselves. A bit of a bummer on the loot front, but at least we'll have food, tools, and a bucket from that golem. Alright everyone, it's about time we start doing something that will truly help us progress in this new beginning. We got some basic tools and a bit of food, but to really kickstart our survival, we need to leverage what Superflat does offer. Villagers. So, first things first, let's craft ourselves a boat. This little guy is going to be essential. Perfect. Now, let's get this villager moving. We're going to take him all the way back to world spawn, because that's where I want to put our main base of operations. It's easy to find, and a central location is always best for expansion. Okay, we're really close to spawn now. Our first villager is here, but he can't be lonely. We need to get him a friend so they can hang out and expand our villager population. Alright, both of them are here. Now that we have our starting pair, let's set up a basic farm for them. We'll start by digging one block down and placing some water there. This will hydrate our crops. Then, let's craft a quick hoe and till the ground, going 4 blocks out in each direction from the water. This creates a perfect 9 by 9 farm plot. And since I don't have any carrots yet, we'll plant some potatoes down for now. They'll do the trick just fine. To make sure this little farm functions correctly for our villagers, we'll place a composter down right above the water source, and then a regular block on top of the composter. This gives the villager a job site, which is crucial for them to breed. Finally, we'll box everything up with a 2-block high wall to keep them secure and safe from any wandering zombies at night. Okay, so I just did a quick scout to another nearby village, and guess what? I found some carrots. This is excellent news, because I like carrots more than potatoes. So, I'm going to quickly get rid of these potatoes we just planted and get these precious carrots in the ground instead. Much better. Now, for the automatic part of this breeder, we'll place a trapdoor right here, up against the wall at the head of the farm. Then, we need to break these 2 blocks directly behind that trapdoor and replace them with more trapdoors. We'll open them all up. This creates the drop-off point for our baby villagers. On the other side of this wall, we need to place 4 beds. These are crucial for the villagers to recognize a village and allow them to breed. We'll then box these beds up with a 2-block high wall as well, just to make sure the babies have a safe landing zone. And let's make another small box right next to it. This will be our collection point. Finally, for the mechanism, we'll dig down right where those trapdoors are, then dig 1 block this way. Then 4 blocks across in this direction. We'll place a sign here, another one here, and then a bucket of water here, and another bucket of water right here. And that, my friends, should make us our very first functional villager breeder. Nice! Our villager population is about to explode, giving us an endless supply of traders and future iron production. Alright, now that our villager breeder is up and running, let's finally get to our main objective for creating this world in version 1.17. That's right, the Axolotls. To find these adorable aquatic creatures, we're going to need to dig quite a bit, and for that, we need lots and lots of stone. So, my plan is to get a massive amount of cobblestone by repurposing the materials from the villagers' houses. A slight grin. We'll then smelt all that cobblestone into smooth stone. This is going to be a bit of grind, so I'll see you all once I've collected a mountain of stone, ready for our Axolotl Hunt. Okay, I think I've definitely got enough now. Look at this. I have over 3 stacks of stone already, plus another 3 stacks of cobblestone that I can turn into even more stone by smelting. That's a serious amount of building material for our task. We've got the supplies, we've got the goal. So let's finally get on with this axolotl hunting. It's time to dig down and find these cute little guys. Okay, so to get these cute little guys, first I have to mine out a massive hole right here. I'm leaving the top layer of dirt though, so no slimes can accidentally come down and try to kill me while I'm working. Safety first. Next, we lay down our stone as the floor. This is crucial because axolotls can only spawn on stone blocks. Then, we can finally mine out that top layer that we left. And now, the fun part. Let's fill this entire area with water. Perfect. Finally, we need to put a roof above it, boxing it all up so it gets completely dark inside. Axolotls need a light level of 0 to spawn, so we're making sure it's pitch black in there. Nice, this should do it. Now, if I build up like 30 blocks or so from here, the game should start spawning axolotls in that dark water below. Let's put a bucket of water right here, so I can go up and down easily. And now if I go down, axolotls should be spawning. Let's see. What? Why aren't they spawning? Did I make a mistake? Do I need to go even higher? Let's try that and see. What? It's still not spawning. What on earth is going on? I followed all the steps for a basic mob farm, and axolotl should be here. Okay guys, this is a bit of a head scratcher. Clearly, I'm missing something important about axolotl spawning mechanics. Or perhaps there's a Superflat specific rule I'm forgetting. Let me do some quick research on YouTube to figure out what's wrong with this thing. I'll see you all after I've figured out the issue. Okay, I think I finally figured it out. It turns out they just needed 3 blocks deep water to spawn. I had only made it 2 blocks deep before, and they simply wouldn't show up. But I extended it by 1 more block, and look at this. They're spawning like crazy. Success. Now that they're here, all I have to do is put them into a bucket. Look at that. The cutest predator indeed. Let's put them right here in their new little home. I should probably build this 1 block higher as well, just to make absolutely sure they don't escape. We don't want any of our precious axolotls wandering off. Okay, now that our main objective for playing in version 1.17 is complete and our adorable axolotls are safely acquired, I think it's time for our next big step. We should update the world to version 1.18. The reason for this specific update is simple. 1.18 will finally allow us to have more structures spawn in the overworld, like those crucial outposts and ruin portals that were completely missing in our old 1.21 world due to the Y-level generation. This is a huge step towards unlocking more content and resources in Superflat 2.0. Now, you might be asking, why 1.18? Why not jump straight to 1.21 to get those new trial chambers? And yes, you're right, I won't have trial chambers in 1.18. However, my strategic plan is to get full netherite armor and tools before going to 1.21. Why? Because in 1.21, you need netherite upgrade templates to craft netherite gear. And those templates can be quite challenging to find in sufficient quantities. So, the game plan is clear. I'll be playing in 1.18 until I've got myself fully decked out in netherite armor and tools. Once we're virtually indestructible, then we'll make the jump to 1.21 and conquer those trial chambers. This is a long-term strategy to maximize our progression. Okay guys, so now that we've successfully updated to version 1.18, let's not waste any time. It's time to explore a little bit and look for some of those new structures that can finally spawn and see what kind of new loot we find. This is what we restarted for. And look at that. Our very first structure in Superflat that's not a village, a ruined portal. Nice. This is already a massive improvement. Let's go and see what it has for us. Amazing. I was so excited about finding these new structures that I completely forgot how awful the loot chests in ruined portals usually are. Sigh. I guess those flints are nice. We can craft some fletching tables later and trade for emeralds with sticks when we're ready for it. And there's a gold block right here that I can't mine yet. But luckily, I can see another village just over there. So, the plan is to head to that village, acquire some iron from their golem, craft an iron pickaxe, and then I'll come right back to mine this gold. Wow, look at all the hay bales here. We'll literally never run out of food ever again. This is fantastic. And here's the golem. Come here, sir. Thank you for your service, good sir. And with that, I can finally craft an iron pickaxe. But first, let's grab the rest of these hay bales. Now, let's craft that iron pickaxe. And another hoe as well, because I mined so many hay bales that my old hoe just broke. And might as well craft some bread while we're at it. And finally, let's go and get that gold from the portal. There we go. Gold acquired. This exploration is already paying off. I guess I'll see you guys after looking for some more structures, especially a ruined portal with some lava or a blacksmith house, because lava will be really, really important in the future. Alright guys, so after a bit more searching, I finally found it. A massive ruined portal. And even better, it had lots of lava. I was super excited. This is exactly what we needed for future progression. I was so incredibly excited that, well, I was being a bit careless. I actually fell right into the lava and I died in the process. Lost all of my items. Everything, including one of my precious axolotls that I was carrying with me. So now I have nothing. All the food, all the hay bales, all the tools, everything I found while exploring this 1.18 world gone. But luckily, I still have a few more axolotls safe and sound back at base, so nothing to worry about in that regard. Still, losing everything else is a tough blow for a fresh start. But you know what? It's fine, because I love exploring, and since I lost everything, I just get to explore some more. It's a chance to re-experience the early game and find even more cool stuff. Now, I do suck at editing all the exploring parts, and watching me regather everything would probably be pretty boring. So, I'll just cut to where I have lots of food, iron, and all that other good stuff back again. So, I guess I'll see you guys after getting everything back. Alright guys, so I've been exploring for over an hour now after that little setback. And let me tell you, it's been incredibly productive. Just look at this. I just found a ruined portal and a village right next to each other. That's some insane luck for Superflat. And thanks to all that exploring, I've managed to get myself a full set of iron armor and tools again, along with all this fantastic extra loot. Most importantly, I've secured some lava from a portal, which is going to be crucial for our future plans. Plus, look at all this food. Oh, and as a bonus, I even found a saddle in a village chest and tamed this horse. It's pretty fast too, which is going to make future explorations so much quicker. I think I finally have enough items to get to our next major step. So, with all this new gear, I think I'll head back to our base of operation now. I can't really call it home yet because, well, I haven't actually built one. A light chuckle. I feel like all I've done this episode is say I'll do something and then I'll see you guys after doing it. But honestly, who really wants to watch me run around for an hour, right? It just wouldn't make for great viewing. Anyway, so I guess I'll see you guys when I get back to base. Maybe. Finally, I'm back to my base of operations, and this time, I got all of my items with me. No more accidental lava baths for us. And look at these two little guys. I also managed to snag these 2 sheep on my travels. This means we can start a little wool farm. I can't make an automatic one just yet, like in our old world, but a simple sheep pen for now will do the trick for some early wool. And I've sadly lost my horse somewhere while getting back. Well, there goes my fast transportation. Ooh, and look, our villager breeder has been busy. It's already produced some new villagers as well. This is going to be incredibly handy in the future for trading and all our iron needs. But first, let's offload all of this amazing loot I've collected. Look at all this hay bale. I got almost 5 full stacks. I'm seriously never running out of food ever again. This is incredible. Now, back to the sheep pen. First, let's get some wood. Then, we'll craft a shear and get some early wool from these sheep. Perfect. Next, we'll craft all that wood into fences and lay them down in a simple square to create our pen. And finally, let's carefully get these 2 sheep inside their new home. Now that they're safely enclosed, I can breed them using some of that wheat I've collected. More sheep means more wool, and more wool means more beds for later resource gathering. This is a solid start to our new Superflat 2.0 progression. And with our basic sheep pen built and our first villagers breeding, that feels like the perfect place to wrap up this incredibly eventful episode of Superflat 2.0. What a journey it's been already, right? We made the tough but necessary decision to reset our entire world to fix that Y-level issue, sacrificing so much progress for the greater good of unlocking future structures like outposts, ruined portals, and eventually, trial chambers. We kicked off our new beginning by diving into 1.17 just to secure those adorable axolotls, then strategically updated to 1.18 to start our hunt for netherite before facing the challenges of 1.21. We even had a little oopsie with the lava that cost us everything, but we bounced back stronger, re-geared, found even more valuable resources like lava, and got our essential farms back on track. This is just the beginning of Superflat 2.0, and the future is looking incredibly exciting. Our next steps will definitely involve diving deeper into netherite acquisition, maybe even starting our first proper base build. If you enjoyed this episode's mix of strategic resets, early game grind, and the triumphant return, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're new here, or if you just want to keep up with all the unique challenges and triumphs of Superflat Survival, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single step of our journey. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Your support fuels these crazy adventures. I'll see you all in the next one, as we continue to conquer the impossible in Superflat Minecraft.